Aloha kaua! Welcome to the Polynesian Cultural Center Ukulele Experience. I am Joe Souza of Kanilea Ukulele, and I'm excited to show you how a Hawaiian ukulele is made. Everything has a beginning, and to show you where the ukulele really starts, we need to go to a native Hawaiian rainforest. And here we are at Nani'ekolu, a very special place on the island of Hawaii, where Hawaii's prized wood, the koa, can be found. Here, not only can we find koa and other native Hawaiian plants and hardwoods, but we are actively engaged in conservation and reforestation. It all begins with the seedlings that fall to the ground near a mature koa tree. Once these keiki have developed strong roots, they can be safely planted in the ground to become mature koa trees. What makes koa so special? Koa is a type of acacia tree that cannot be found anywhere else in the world, but right here in Hawaii. Just within the island chain, the wood of a koa tree can vary greatly depending on its geographical location, elevation, soil, and annual rainfall. Koa can produce incredibly rich colors, from a dark reddish brown with golden streaks to even a brilliant shade of ivory. Ancient Hawaiians revered this hardwood, using it to create great ocean-going canoes. With our koa wood in hand, it's time for the next step in the process of building a fine Hawaiian ukulele. Now that we return from Nani'ekolu, our native koa forest, we're able to start the building of the ukulele using these koa logs, right here in our milling department. Here in our milling department is where all of the different wood components are going to become a part of the ukulele. Now, in milling, it's typically loud, noisy, dusty. It's really the brawny side of building an ukulele. For the body of the ukulele, we will book match each piece of koa. In order for us to book match, we will get the first slice off of the block, the second slice off of the block, and they will become a married pair to reveal this symmetrical or book matched grain. We'll cut, prepare, and CNC shape the neck. We will cut and prepare both the rosewood and ebony fingerboard and bridge material. Rosewood and ebony are preferred due to their hardness and their durability. We will prepare hand-split Sitka spruce to become the bracing on the ukulele. Sitka spruce is preferred due to its high strength-to-weight ratio. Now that the koa wood has been delivered from our milling department, here in assembly, we'll start the cutting of the wood, and it will take on that classic ukulele shape that you're so familiar with. Each koa body will actually go through our laser. The laser will cut out the workpiece, and it will etch lines into the workpiece, which will ensure us proper placement of our bracing. Each wood set will receive a number. That number will become the serial number on the ukulele. The front of the ukulele will receive a rosette inlay if the model calls for it. And then it will join again with the back to go through our bracing station. The sides will go through the side bending, blocking, and kerf lining. Once the bracing is shaped and the sides are prepared, we will then assemble the instrument, putting together the front, back, and sides. The numbering system that we established earlier will ensure that each front, back, and sides of the ukulele are matching, which reinforces all of the hard work that took place in our milling department. Upon completion of the assembly process, we will prepare to join the neck and the body. At the same time, the fingerboard is inlaid with the paua or abalone as a position marker. The frets are carefully placed, then prepared to be glued up with the neck and the body. The instrument will go through final quality control before it goes to our finishing department to receive its beautiful finish. Now that we've completed the assembly of the ukulele, we'll put on its final touches here in our finishing department, where we'll showcase the beauty of the koa wood. We assign an ukulele its bridge, pre-dress the frets, and tape up the fingerboard, preparing the instrument to receive its finish. Once assigned to a finishing technician, will be preparation sanded with 150, then 220 grit sandpaper. Then we apply a thin UV-cured pore fill coat. This pore fill coat will prepare the wood to receive its finish. The pore fill coat is cured in an ultraviolet light box. We then sand the instrument with 600 grit sandpaper. After applying 2 to 3 coats of finish, we then expose the finished instrument to UV light to allow the finish to cure. Upon completion of the curing process, we will sand the ukulele with 600, 800, 1000, and 1500 grit sandpaper. We then rub out or buff the ukulele with a series of rouges that reveals its high gloss finish. The instrument's been finished. It's beautiful. In fact, it's gorgeous, but it's missing a few things. So here in our final assembly department, we'll put on those final touches. We will dress the frets, which makes the frets very player-friendly. We'll glue on the bridge, install the tuning keys, final fit the nut, install the saddle, fit the bridge with its bridge pins, install the strings, tune the ukulele up to pitch, and then do a final inspection of the ukulele. Once we're done, we'll prepare the instrument for shipping. Now that our ukulele is complete, it is ready to become a member of your family that you can pass on for generations to come.